Ever since I was a kid, watching Top Gear, seeing how guys at Overhauling, Kindeck Design, all those crazy car builders, how they build the most beautiful cars in the world, how they are welding, how they are chopping them up, lowering them, adjusting them, just making art out of cars. That's what I wanted to do. When I started YouTube, I did it in the shop behind my grandma's house. That was the first ever video that I've made. I have all the tools I have ever dreamt of. I have tire machines, I have a lift, I have a huge air compressor, I have all the things which all those guys had. The guys that I looked up to when I was younger, and all the guys that built cars the way I wanted to build them. And my dream was to own my very own shop. My dream car was from the beginning a Volvo Amazon. Next to my grandparents' house, there was a white Volvo Amazon parked, a four-door, and I always looked at that car like, it has such crazy, beautiful lines, and I need that car in my life. I want to build one of those cars in such a way that has never been done. The way that all the guys that I looked up to, all the crazy car builders, which are going into crazy detail, I want to build a Volvo Amazon in that kind of level. That is what we are doing, guys. I have built this YouTube channel from scratch. I have built this shop from scratch. In the past 6 years that I've been filming YouTube videos, I have dreamt of the moment that I could buy my own shop. And here we are. We have the shop. We have everything we need to build cars in the way that we want to build them. The only factor which I didn't take in account was money. Money is one of the most toxic things there is. And to build this Volvo Amazon the way that I want to build it, I need money. And you could say there are two dreams in my life. One of them is a shop. The other one is a Volvo Amazon. A Volvo Amazon costs money and a shop can make money. But I can say for sure that 8-year-old me, which was dreaming of being able to weld cars and build cars like I saw on Discovery Channel when I was that age, I think 8-year-old me would be crazy proud to see what I've achieved until this day. Ladies and gentlemen, brand new Rolling Heritage video. Thank you for tuning in. This one has been on the schedule for a long time. I know that in the past, like every video that I've posted, there were some comments about, hey, when are you gonna make some new Amazon content? And well, as you can see here above me, I took it out of the corner and here is that explanation video of what we're gonna do on the Amazon. I've sold every other project which I've bought for this channel. I've bought a red Volkswagen Golf Mark III convertible, which we were gonna fix up. I've sold that. I've also bought a 244 from a customer, but I was like, hey, you guys don't want 240 content, you want Amazon content. So I also sold that car because it needed some work. And yeah, now we have a blue 245, which you've seen on the channel, I'm pretty sure. And we have this beauty right here above me. I'm here in my shop, and as you've seen in the beginning of this video, I have a hard decision on this particular car. So the shop comes first. That is just how it is. The shop pays my rent, the shop pays everything, and it also pays for the Amazon. So we need some work in here to be able to afford that car. But what I'm spending on this shop and on everything I do, I'm gonna talk about that in this video. So you guys have a better visual on how my company works, how my shop works, how I work, and how this project over there is actually gonna come together. And I can't wait to tell you guys about this all, because I have some very cool stuff coming in for this car. I have made some new friends which are gonna help with this car, getting it all prepped for paint. We have some very exciting stuff ahead of us. Let's just start with the body of the car. As you know, this thing has gone through a lot of work. We have worked for this thing, I think, for 1.5 years, and it comes together so well. So all the body lines you see over here, everything is straight. We have welded some pieces over there. I still have some pieces that are not even primed. So that's also things we need to address in the future. Right over here was the bracket where normally your exhaust hangs in, but we have a Simmons exhaust which can just be mounted on your bumper bolts. And those are the things that I want to dig into. I want to make this car the best possible outcome of a Volvo Amazon, which it could be. Over here we have the engine bay. And I've done some things in the engine bay, like removing dents where normally a bigger battery can be seated. I have done some other things, and we are still not done with getting it all prepped up for like an engine, of course. But I want to be clear on what my vision is for this car. The difference between making a car perfect or making a car good enough to drive it is, of course, in the details. And one of those details is actually this. These are brake lines, and this is a very weird color, I'm sure you guys see. And this is a very common color you guys have normally seen on multiple cars. So over here you can see this brake line fitting like it's bulged, and this is just normal copper brake line. This stuff is, as you can see, it bends super easy. This is just normal stock copper. On my car, we're going to use stuff like this. This is conifer. Conifer means copper, nickel, and the fur stands for iron. So that means that this is a some kind of mix of metals which makes it into conifer. It's the strength of steel, so I can hardly bend it. That's like all the force that I have in my thumb. And this one is just, I can just bend that, no problem. So this is way stronger than copper, but we're gonna polish these. Imagine yourself a Volvo Amazon which is blue on the underside in the color of the car with all powder coated or black painted pieces. Everything is nice how it should be, and then highly polished conifer brake lines, all nice and zinc plated brake fittings, new brakes. Everything underneath this car will be as gorgeous as the outside. But that takes planning, it takes time, it takes money. And that also means that this thing, yeah, like I said, needs some money. So my company has been doing pretty okay. I have had a lot of customers, and this year, 2025, has actually already doubled the sales I had last year. So last year I started this company from May, I think. I think in the month May I got the key of this new building, and I'm a renter. So I pay roughly around 2K a month on just rent, and then electrical bills, insurance, and everything else. So for my shop, I need 2K a month. For my home, I also need around 850 to 900 bucks a month with my girlfriend. And yeah, it's pretty much, you can just say that I need 3,500 euros a month to just survive. That's a lot. This also means that even though I have jobs in here and I do work in here, that on most jobs, it's just paying for the expenses that I have as a company, as a classic car garage. And most classic car garages are actually closing, especially here in the Netherlands, because yeah, taxes, bills, like everything gets so expensive over the past years. So companies are just quitting. And of course, with classic cars, it's also a factor of skills, age, and many of the people that have the skills to build cars like this are retiring or are just too old to do it. And I'm just taking the risk to still do it. I opened this shop to help people, and I get so much reward out of just seeing people happy, you know, seeing people come in here with a broken car and leaving without having to pay a 3, 4, 5, 6 month salary to get it done. So I love helping people. So YouTube is a very fun thing to do, and I've been doing it for the past 6 years. But there is one very, very, very big downside to YouTube. It takes a lot of time. So if I'm filming a video like this, it's taking me like all day to film a video, which just takes around 10 minutes. And I also need to edit it. So the editing also takes time. I've bought some new editing equipment recently. I bought a new laptop to like a gaming rig to edit the stuff quicker and faster and better. And I hope you guys also see that. But it's then like the hard part comes. I'm sure you guys know how much some YouTubers earn. And there are YouTubers which take like 10K, 100K a month. I make around 30 euros a month. Yes, that is like 3 to 4 days of filming, which then brings me like maybe $10 in like a year or something, for if we're just talking about a single particular video. I have made a video recently about head gaskets of a Volvo 240. That video has 1,300 views and it has just made me around $9. So YouTube is not paying for cars like this. YouTube is not paying me anything to like pay the bills. So I really hope that you guys can understand on this like inside video that is not always like black and white, like, hey, why are you not completing this car? Well, I have 3,500 euros I need to earn to like just survive. And then everything that I earn on the side is just like for new tools and for like keeping me like busy. And then afterwards, then money goes to the Amazon. So it's a very hard thing to not work on your dream car, especially when your dream car, looks as good as this, because I think we can pretty certainly say that this thing looks very freaking cool. And I'm really happy on like all the work that we have done on this car. But it also hurts so bad to see her standing in the corner over there where she normally lives. And now we get to the things that we are gonna do in the upcoming months on this project. So it needs some tiny bit of bodywork. As you can see, if you look over there, that's where we welded. That's where we welded. And it just needs some minor like bodywork. There is a slight like dent in this panel, which need to be hammered out. But it's all fine. And if you guys remember the last video about this particular car, I needed to transfer it from my shop in Hoofddorp to the shop in Alphen aan den Rijn, which is about a half-hour drive. And it needed to be done on a certain Monday when I needed to hand in my key of the old shop. So I didn't have time to fully prep it and then get it painted. It needed paint and then it went here and it stood here for the last like year. So the things we are gonna do are actually not focusing on the body of the car, but we're gonna focus ourselves on all the independent parts. We're gonna restore the front suspension, we're gonna restore the rear axle over there, we're gonna like fully build the engine. Upstairs I have an office where I keep the cylinder head, which has already been completely cleaned off. It has been flattened, new valves, new seats, new stronger valve springs for higher RPM. I have 3 sets laying upstairs of double SU carburetors to make it a 121S, like the sporty version. I have finish tuning camshafts. I have a full gasket set. I have everything done. And recently, like a couple days ago, I have made this little cart, which is fully like 360-degree turnable with a B18 valve cover, which is the same as the B20. And as you can see, you can just slide it on there like that, throw a strap around it, like a strap in the pipe over there around the oil pan, and it's like seated in there. So the engine of the Amazon is over there. I have already done this Amazon engine once, so it has new crankshaft bearings, it has new piston rings, and it also has new rod bearings, so that's all done. The camshaft was also swapped for a Volvo C camshaft, but that is upstairs also because that didn't work out with my cam followers, which stood still instead of turning. So we're gonna take this engine apart, and then we can throw this thing, when it's fully built, onto this car, seal it up, and then we have a fully built, done engine. So a carburetor rebuild is coming, a engine build video is coming. The bolts will be newly zinc plated, so we have all shiny bolts, shiny stuff, shiny parts, and then we can build this engine. Rebuild the gearbox very soon. And I just want to get the whole engine setup done for this car and ready to go, that when I have the time and the money to get this thing painted, that it can be painted, and when it gets back, it's just plug and play, throw the rear axle under there, throw the engine in, throw an interior in there, and we're done. If you own a shop like I do, and I have the room that I have right now, you need to understand that a car can stand like that over there. That's where the Amazon was standing. And I have one spot over here. Outside, over there, is a red 240. What that means is the red 240 is going to go on the lift, and the Amazon needs to be in the corner over there, and then the shop is full. So I have no room to work on this Amazon as soon as I have customer cars inside of the shop. That means that when I get to my storage area over here, where all the Amazon boxes are stored, this is all just Amazon parts, new parts, old parts. We have the grill pieces, and over here we have the two doors. If I want to have a car completely built, I cannot do that in a shop where I am right now. Because like I just said, I need to make some money. I need to just work like you guys also do. And if I need to work, I cannot build an Amazon which is standing on the lift. I can also not build the Amazon in the corner where it stands, because that's just way too small. And I think you guys can understand the risk of having a painted car, which cost me like $5 grand to paint. And it's just an absolute dream car. To put that dream car in a corner of my shop where it's super risky that it gets scratched or damaged and not be able to work on it. That sounds not like a good idea to me. And that is the main reason why it hasn't been painted. I have only 2,700 subs in 6 years, and I know that some girls or some guys with other brand of cars, or like how you put yourself out there maybe, gets them way more views or way more like subscribers, views, money, and go on. But I'm just me. I like working on old cars, I like working on old Volvos, and the Amazon is just my dream car, and this is my dream shop. So we need to make some money. I'm not doing that by YouTube. I'm making money by here, but YouTube is still a dream. So if you guys want to support that dream, just keep watching. Keep watching every video till the end and get me some watch time, and then I will be thankful forever. We have some crazy things going on for this Amazon. I have a complete full box over here, which is completely sandblasted bolts and stuff, which all will be zinc plated. Like I said, I have 3 sets of SU carburetors, which are very soon gonna be rebuilt and then put on the car. It's also very exciting. And yeah, I feel good. I think it's time to really kickstart this project again. And I am grateful for all the support that I've been giving from you guys in the past years on this project, on my YouTube channel, and on everything I do. So yeah, I mean it. Thank you guys. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.